Welcome to December's update. As you can see, the rock elves are out. Finally, we're really pleased to see the work starting on the rock face. You can see it's got some pink dots on it. This is so they know where to drill, either for the retaining bolts or for the retaining holders for the steel mesh above the roof. Absolutely great to see this work started. And then if we pan round slightly to this side, we can see the Training and Research Centre, or the paddling pool as it has been known, is becoming an indoor paddling pool because the cladding is getting started, which is great. We hope to have the cladding finished by Christmas. Here we are in the old engine shed. You'll be glad to know that the festoon lighting isn't permanent, it's just work lighting while they work on everything, although it does look a bit Christmassy. Most of the electrical work is done in here, but we've got quite a few spotlights to put in. And the wall behind me is now in, so that's hiding a lot of equipment. And what we're going to do on that is put the photo of this space when it was the workshop originally, blown up as large as we can make it, onto that space. And the floor I'm standing on, we've talked about before about the slate. You see they've just started the pointing work. Because it's lime, they overpoint and then they rake back. So they've still got to finish that work here. But this building is coming along nicely.
So welcome back to the small loco shed. The biggest item of progress is the electrical work. We've just had a very successful electrical working party, installing a load of items to the stage where it's almost finished as a shed, and crucially all the smart lighting that comes on automatically as you walk around the shed and then turns itself off. You join us in the locomotive inspection pit in the small loco shed. This is the very definition of optimism because the walls are painted beautiful white colour. We know that won't last forever, but it's a very hard wearing gloss surface to make it easy to maintain and clean into the future. The electrical gang, as with the lights up in the sky, have installed 7 very bright lights down here as well. And you can see that I can stand upright and work on my locomotive, which is going to be up here with comfort. And surrounded by nice bright light. So we look forward to people using it later next year. What's next? You're all dying to know, I know. We have some work to do to create the flangeways and the drainage in the shed. For the flooring, contractors will come back in January and cast concrete floor over the rest of the shed. Then the big job is the track laying outside the shed. As we showed you last time, half the point work leading to the shed has already been installed. There's a lot more of that to do in January, along with the sidings leading up to the shed. So it won't be too long until we're driving a steam loco into the shed and showing it off to the world.
So the server room is being incredibly useful as a store at the moment. This is, these are the new sash windows for numbers 1 and 2 Boston Lodge. And very handsome they are looking too. We can't put them in yet because the sills have been delayed. We're still awaiting those from the slate people. Once they come, then the sills, followed by the windows, will be installed. And that will make a big difference to how the barracks look. So we're inside cottage 1, and as last time, we're still at first fix, although it is largely complete now. And we're just waiting for the lime plasterer to come in and start doing the lime plastering. So we really are cracking on here in this cottage. There's a lot of hidden work going on up in the loft space as well, with all the piping for the central heating, various other things. So a lot of it is very hidden that we can't really show you easily. So we're still in number 1, but we're on the first floor, and this will be a small sitting room with a tiny kitchenette there, which is why you can see lots of sockets along the wall. So again, this is just waiting for the lime plastering to be done. Here we've got a really great example of where you cannot see where the work has happened. All this area of ground has been dug up to start extending all the services around from in front of the building, along here, and then back in towards number 1 and 2. So all of this has actually been dug up and new drains and things put in since we last spoke. This is going to be the last update before Christmas, so it just remains to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.